Premier League Brighton Hove Albion vs Newcastle United prediction, team news, lineups preview. Both with aspirations of enjoying European nights next season, Brighton Hove Albion and Newcastle United clash at the Amex on Sunday afternoon in the Premier League. The Seagulls boosted their top 8 hopes with victory over West Ham United last time out, whereas the Magpies cherished another productive afternoon in the northeast at the expense of Ipswich Town. Match preview. After enduring a 6-game winless run across the Premier League and FA Cup recently, Brighton managed to get their European ambitions back on track last Saturday afternoon, when Sunday's hosts secured a much-needed success over strugglers West Ham in front of a hostile East Sussex crowd. It appeared as if the Seagulls were heading towards yet another disappointing day on the South Coast as the Hammers led the contest heading into the final stages. But a pair of substitutes saved the occasion, with Kaoru Mitoma and Carlos Baleba goals snatching maximum points. Following a respectable 11th-placed finish in the top flight last season, Brighton are back in the hunt for European qualification this time around, with Fabian Hürzeler's troops currently occupying 9th spot, tied on points with Fulham in 8th as the campaign reaches its dramatic conclusion. Despite ranking a modest 9th in terms of home form, the Seagulls have been an incredibly tough nut to crack on the South Coast this season, defeated in just 3 of their 17 Premier League home battles at the Amex, with only Liverpool 1, Arsenal 1, Aston Villa 1 and Chelsea 2 losing fewer games at their respective bases, with summer arrivals arguably failing to set the division alight this season. 2023 recruit João Pedro continues to be the shining star at the top of the Brighton team, with the 3-time Brazil international leading both of his side's goal-scoring 10 and assist 6 charts at this stage. Following the end of a 70-year wait for a major trophy in March, Newcastle have focused on purely Premier League matters, with Sunday afternoon's visitors to the Amex on a mission to make a return to the Champions League following a single-year absence, marking the ambition of the club. The Magpies have now won 6 of their last 7 top-flight clashes after a routine success over championship-bound Ipswich last weekend, when there were first league goals of the term for Dan Burn and Will Osceola, as well as a 26th goal of the entire term from Alexander Isak, after extending their league-winning run at St James Park to an impressive 5 matches last time out at the expense of the sorry Tractor Boys. Eddie Howe's troops moved up to 3rd place in the Premier League table, boasting a 2-point buffer between themselves and Nottingham Forest in 6th, possessing the 4th-best away record in the top flight. The Magpies should be relatively confident of getting the job done on the South Coast this weekend, but the Northeast Giants suffered their heaviest defeat of the campaign during their most recent outing, losing 4-1 at Aston Villa on April 19. A starter for the loss in the second city, Jacob Murphy is continuing to prove his worth for a Newcastle side who are aiming to be Champions League regulars in the near future, with the former Norwich City man trailing only Liverpool's Mohamed Salah in the Premier League's assist charts. Team news. After netting off the bench in each of the last 2 matches, Brighton attacker Mitoma is fit enough to feature from the start this weekend against Newcastle. The same can be said of centre-back Igor, who has spent an extended period in the Seagulls' medical room following a thigh injury in January. On a more negative note, the hosts are unsure of the availability of Adam Webster, with the 30-year-old a doubt to make the matchday squad owing to a thigh problem. Leading marksman Pedro remains suspended for Brighton, whilst Ferdy Kadioglu toe, Jorginho Rutter ankle and James Milner hamstring face a battle to play before the conclusion of the season. Newcastle boss Howe has revealed an injury blow in the build-up to the Brighton trek, with midfielder Joe Linton traveling to Brazil for specialist treatment on a knee injury. The Magpies are also without the services of club captain Jamal Lascelles, who picked up a serious knee issue at the end of last season. The options of the visitors in defense are further reduced by the absences of Lewis Hall and Matt Targett, with the pair sidelined because of ankle and hamstring problems respectively. Brighton Hove Albion possible starting lineup: Verbruggen, Weaver, Dunk, Van Heck, Estupinan, Baliba, Hinchelwood, Minte, O'Reilly, Mitoma, Welbeck. Newcastle United possible starting lineup: Pope, Trippier, Schär, Byrne, Livramento, Guimaraes, Tonelli, Willock, Murphy, Isaac, Barnes. We say, Brighton Hove Albion 1-2 Newcastle United. After winning dramatically on home soil last time out, Brighton will be looking to repeat the trick when Newcastle visit the Amex this weekend. The Magpies have hit their stride at an ideal stage of the season and should have enough firepower to claim a much-needed 3 points on the South Coast. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.